Okay, so far we've been doing calculations on acids, but we can do analogous calculations with bases. And so we're going to start with calculating the pH of a strong base. So just like strong acids, strong bases completely dissociate in solution. That being said, strong bases, at least the ones that we're talking about, are ionic compounds. And so a strong base with multiple hydroxide groups loses them all when they dissociate, right? When we talked about polyprotic acids, we only worried about the first H plus being donated. In the case of strong acids, when we have these salts, or these hydroxide compounds, they're going to completely dissociate. And so that could give us multiple hydroxide ions upon dissociation. And so barium hydroxide is an example just like that. So on the next slide, let's go ahead and do this. Let's calculate the pH of a 0.015 molar solution of barium hydroxide. So let's look at the reaction that's going to happen when this dissolves. I don't need to react it with water. I'm just writing the reaction for the dissociation of an ionic compound, essentially. And so that's going to give us barium ions. And then because there are two hydroxides, that's going to give us 2 OH minus. So in this case, whatever the concentration of barium hydroxide is, we're going to get twice that concentration of hydroxide ions. So our OH minus concentration is in fact 2 times 0.015, or alright, and so now I just need to get the pH of that concentration of hydroxide, which we know how to do. There are a couple ways to do this. We could first use the Kw equation to get the H3O plus concentration, take the negative log of that to get pH. Or the way I'm going to do it is first I'm going to convert that into a POH and then use that to find the pH. So we know that POH is the negative log of the hydroxide concentration. So that's going to be the negative log. So our POH, not the pH, this is the POH, is 1.52. And then I can use that pH plus POH is always equal to 14. So pH is 14 minus POH, or pH is 14 minus 1.52. So the pH is going to be 12.48. Alright, and we'll finish up this set of calculations with the last video on how to calculate the pH of a weak base.